Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. As you can see, we have a new friend on CritterCam. He's not very happy with me that I stuck a camera in his enclosure. So I don't know how out and about he'll be, but he's been pretty active the last few days. So we'll see. I hope I put enough warnings in my title and my go live, so if people are uncomfortable with snakes, they will know not to click. But as you know, we are a snake-friendly channel. Oh, hello. Well, Penny gets sniffing around. He's such a good boy. Welcome everyone to a Wednesday stream. It's been a while. But hopefully it's gonna stick around. So I am feeling better. We got our COVID boosters yesterday. The fourth dose, and it is somewhat murdering me. Just somewhat. Oh, he's scared of the camera. Look at the poor baby boy. He say no. Okay, maybe he'll come out later and talk to us. My poor baby boy. So for the evening, you may have noticed that Treat Eat has been disabled, and that's just because Penny doesn't eat treats, so there's nothing to eat at him. I've also disabled cat summons because you won't be able to see a cat if I did summon it. But we do still have Do the Thing enabled, which is basically a channel point redeem that you can make me do any in-game action that is not going to result in my immediate death or cause me to spend real money. Those are kind of my two rules for Do the Thing. And Toot has redeemed our other redeem, which is Hydrate. Thank you. So I have hydrated. So yes, welcome back to Storytime Wednesday. We are playing. We are returning once again to the storybook world of Beacon Pines. Now, I think we only did one stream of this before I got sick, and I've just been so excited to get back to it and play it with you guys again. It's such an interesting concept for a game, and I really want to dive into the story a little bit more. So, in the channel and on the Instagram, you would have seen our schedule go up for the week, where we're doing Beacon Pines today and also Friday as well. Slight change of plans. I'm going to go into that later in the stream, but we're going to do Beacon Pines today and next Wednesday, and then we'll see after that. So yes, we're gonna leave Penny alone in his little hide there. He's gonna hang out with us for the rest of the stream. As always, if you have any questions about our friend on camera, you can do !critter in the chat to get some basic information, or just ask us. We're always happy to talk about our babies. So, we are playing Beacon Pines. So this story we are writing as we are playing it. And as we play, we discover these charms, which you can see on the left of the screen there. And in certain situations, we can use a charm to change the direction of the story. So this was the first time we've used all the charms we possibly can. We came up here, we had the rendezvous with Roxy, and we used the chill charm. Which led up here to the Warehouse of Horrors, which led to what I'm assuming is our death, because this is a horror game, which I forgot I was told before I started playing it. So we've gone back to the rendezvous with Roxy, and we're going to try a different branch of the story. So the first time, in order to deal with Roxy, we were a little chill. This time we were a little shit. And unfortunately, that has resulted in our friend Rolo going missing. So we are currently hunting for Rolo to see where he is, what he could possibly be getting up to. We went and checked the library for some answers, picked up a few new charms, and that is all I remember as far as the game goes. So, I'm looking forward to getting back into it with you guys. And, yeah, we'll just enjoy some quiet, chill gameplay. I hope you enjoy. If you've played this before or watched it before, absolutely, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, but please no spoilies. You can only experience a game for the first time once, as we say around here. Other than that, let's get back into it. So here we are in the library, and let me know if the game audio is too low or too high. I had it up a little bit, but I feel like it was maybe too high. I don't know. Anyways, okay, so we are this little guy here. We're Luca Van Horn. We've done everything we possibly can do in the library. So let's head out. Nope, we've got someone to talk to. Hello. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? I don't know. Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. Who is this? They're so cute. They look like my baby Binks. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? I have a feeling this is why Toot told me that I was about to discover my new favorite character. Yep, not by choice.
Beck's family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections.
Beck Binks?
She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Whoop, that sucks. Yeah. So, I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Oh, we have an unlucky penny and my beautiful penny boy up in the corner. He's starting to poke his snoot back out, if you guys take a look. Nobody look too close, though. We don't want to spook him again. Unlucky? Yep. Well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rolo. I guess Rolo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Alright. I guess we're going this way. Oh. Can I talk to you? Hello? Joey, have you seen Rolo around? No, sorry, Luca. I had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. You think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course. Okay, so... I can't remember what's down this way. All right.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
Okay.
The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Okay, so I can't get in there. Let's go looking over here. Nope, can't get through there. Hello? Hello? Oops. Didn't mean to open my quest log. Okay. Alright. So, there's nothing we can do here. Come on, Beck. Let's go. I am, of course, going immediately back into the dark, scary woods. Oh, it's been boarded up. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Okay. I have berries now. What will berries do? Oh, I didn't realize this was over here. Oh, I'm not carrying my berry anymore.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid.
Oh no. Green goo is never a good idea.
The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. Yeah, puddles of glowing ooze, never good. I have no idea what this stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science, obviously. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick. That's a pretty accurate description of science, to be real fair.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo.
Oh no. Oh no.
Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
Okay then. What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us that the gunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Aw, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once, on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Well, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked. Then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced. Oh no.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle.
Oh no.
Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city. But a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the tickle or the strange. Always go for the strange. Weird them right the heck out.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca, look like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
Oh no. It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, eh, dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Holy.
Iggy's
Oh, no.
clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
Uh-oh. You jerk. My clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Okay. I don't feel so good. Health? Oh no. I'm sorry, I just... Oh shit. Yup. Okay. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Okay, so I cannot enter the group. Can I go over here? Okay, let's talk to Beck. Because I think we just mutated someone. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Okay, so let's head back this way. Oh. Oh no. Why are hyenas always villainous? Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. I have my doubts. Really? So, where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know? I am starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Thank you for the hydrate, dude. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rolo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyways.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rolo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay. Alright then.
Rolo was safe.
Sorry guys, I think I'm just having a little bit of an audio issue. There seems to be some fuzz in the background. I'm not sure if it's the game or my audio setup. I'm just going to bump us over to Penny for a second while I see if I can fix it. Please hang tight. Great. It seems like that's just the background audio of the game and I'm hearing things. So, that's all good. But thank you, Toot, for triggering our acronym of the day. As you know, acronym of the day is a game we like to play here on the channel. So if you have an alternate meaning for ARC, please throw it up in the chat. Toot's got all reptiles care, or additionally, raptors cook. That one's good too. The only R word I can think of now is reptiles, unfortunately. All right. Rolo was safe. Let's
A wave
start
of
there.
relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4.
All right.
Our harvest awaits.
Oh no. It's so ominous. It's so ominous.
Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Dear reader, everything was not fine. Gran? I can still take a rest there. Let's check out back. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rolo. Okay. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Anything new over here? Oh, okay. Is Gran upstairs? Turns out Rolo is safe and sound. I am so unsettled right now.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
Yeah. So, Grant's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing? Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?"
Yes, we did the fishing minigame flashback in the last stream.
"Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. We're fishing with bees?
Fishing with bees.
Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one."
The fact that this music is getting progressively louder and more creepy.
Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc.
I don't like this music.
The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice, but I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right.
Our harvest awaits.
Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal."
I really appreciate that this hasn't been animated or in any way storyboarded for us. So it's very much like reading a spooky story when you have to create the image in your mind. And with the background music, it's very effective.
The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go!" Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away.
Oh no, he's gonna turn around and it's gonna be creepy.
"Please, you have to run!" The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet.
Oh no.
"Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Oh no.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rolo?
Faintly, he could hear Rolo amongst the noise.
I can't. Rolo, is that you? Luca! There? Rolo, it's the middle of the night. Luca! Thank God. Listen. I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Okay, down here. Down here.
Lolo's voice was coming through more clearly now. But some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It was took me to some sort of I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust He's Hold on. Someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rolo? Rolo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. I'm getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Lolo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... the tree house. The tree house.
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rolo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
All right, we're sprinting to the treehouse. Hook up the walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse. Gotcha.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching.
Oh no.
He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Alright, there's his Gran. So we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Alright, we got a new charm. Refuse. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Eris Valentine. I don't know what kind of Illuminati stuff is going on in this town, but I am here for it. Her resources would still have come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Alright then. Gran, why are you an undercover operative? Gran, why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca! Aww, you're so cute! Yeah, Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Grant enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seemed organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your grandpa doing anything differently lately? Dude, this is your favorite. I can tell. They're so cute. Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tulliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stay out here for a bit longer. See ya, Luca. Slow fade into the background. Alright. So I think we're going this way? Ooh, I want to talk to people, but no, I have to hurry to the treehouse. Ah, got stuck on something. There we go. Hook up the walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse. Rolo. Rolo, are you there? Rolo, give us a sign. I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. And the radio just comes back and says, E. What happened out there? Dang it, Rolo, where are you? Oh, no. Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here. You better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
This is 100% Beck. Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
Oh. It's Iggy. Oh no. I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Oh, and Iggy's wearing the jacket that we left in the treehouse. Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second? And I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. I wonder if we go back and we choose Tickle. Iggy doesn't get mutated. We're gonna have to try that. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weep Wood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca! Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboard. Oh. Okay. The creepy raccoon clipboards? Not raccoon. Red panda. What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They're saying the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well... Thanks. Hello? Is there anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Let's Pete the Red Panda. Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh God. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have the time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Okay, this is super creepy. Of course, of course, of course, of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They are saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC. The Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Oh no.
From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Why are hyenas always villainous? Iggy! There you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep. I would have liked him if he wasn't villainous.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is going to give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that? Doing this voice is making my cheeks hurt.
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rolo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope?
What do you do when there's no hope?
He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Okay. So this means that if we follow another branch at some different point, we'll unlock another thing that we can do in this situation and maybe change the outcome of this situation. I really love this game mechanic. I know I keep explaining it every time we come to a turning point, but I really love it.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rolo sends his regards. Hey. That was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit.
Oh no.
As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes.
Oh no.
The end.
Aw, heck.
That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Okay, so we only have two choices here. Oh, we can go back here. We can, ooh. We can explore this branch a little further. Let's go back to this point and talk with Beck. Okay. So we're back in the woods. We're back in the woods with Beck, and Iggy and Tish are being bullies. So Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought, well, time to burst out the tickle.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, want to see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Yup. Yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yup, 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 yup.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had enough.
Yup. What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us?
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Oh no. I saved Iggy, but what did I do to Beck? Whoa. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair. Oh no.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? Depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh god. Oh no.
Chapter 4.
Okay.
The best policy.
Okay.
Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Oh, okay. Alright. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her.
I love Roxy.
Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca. Go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
Okay. You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoop. Okay. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Okay, new mission unlocked. Wait at the treehouse in case Rolo shows up. Okay, we're heading back to the treehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Ah! Whoa. Don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who were you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rolo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rolo knows these woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rolo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? A villainous hyena is conducting illegal experiments in the woods. That's the alternate explanation. He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him. I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy. If there is something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
Ooh, there was a
shame lurking behind those eyes.
I still can't believe we haven't unlocked all of the charms. Like, I love this game.
A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rolo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rolo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rolo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep
Oh, no.
sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe. He's hazmat suit guy.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
You Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet.
No.
The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim.
Oh no.
Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop.
Okay.
He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance.
Oh dear.
Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view.
Oh no.
Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much.
Oh dear.
The end.
No, not the end. Oh dear. Okay, so who in this town is evil and who isn't? That's what we need to figure out. Okay. We've been streaming for about an hour. I'm going to switch us on over. Looks like Penny's finally coming to see what's going on out here. Maybe get a little drinky drink. Little drinky drink. Look at him go, little drinky drink. Yes, I would like all of us as to just redeem to hydrate. Follow Penny's lead. Hydrate and stretch. Stand up. Unshrimp your posture. Shake out your head. Shake out your neck. Give your wrists a crack. Stretch out your fingers. Shake out your legs. Give everything a nice good stretch. Nice long drink. While I emotionally process what we just discovered. Okay, so we knew the Pete's were evil. Like that was obvious. Pod people Pete's. We knew William Kerr was evil because he's a hyena, and hyenas never get to be good. I want a heroic hyena. If I was a game dev or a children's movie producer, I would make a heroic hyena. Anyways. Mr. Nuncreed, who has a crush on Luca's grandma, is evil. Or maybe he doesn't have a crush. Maybe he's keeping an eye on her. So, and Mr. Tolliver, who is Rollo's dad, I believe. Penny's being so heckin' cute right now. He's coming to check out the camera. Rollo's dad and Graham are, I think they're aligned against Future Harvest, or whatever it's called. Bountiful Harvest, Eternal Harvest, Creepy Harvest. Oh, look at my baby. So when snakes open their mouths like that, they're not really yawning. What he's doing is he's taking in more information about his surroundings. They can also kind of do it to reset their jaw after they ate or drank. But he was trying to take in more information about his surroundings, probably because there's something weird in his enclosure that he doesn't know what it is. So, Mr. Tolliver isn't Rollo's dad? Okay, never mind then. But still. Ooh. So Penny is, his full name is Pennywise, as you can probably tell. Yeah. Penny doesn't know what's going on right now. I also had to move some of his furniture, so he's a little bit confused as to why his enclosure is slightly more barren than it usually is. We do provide him with a bit more enrichment than what you see right now. But I had to move stuff around to put the camera in there. So I'm really hoping that this is a bit of an experiment because I don't know exactly how long the camera's battery lasts. And with the snake enclosures, I can't plug in the camera um, while it's while it's in the enclosure, because then I would have to string the cord out, which would leave the enclosure open enough for a snake to squeeze his way out of. And if you know snakes, you know that they like to squeeze their way out of places and be little shits. So, but I think that there's enough battery for at least a 2 hour stream. So that's part of the test today, just to see if it'll work. And so far, so good. Penny has been giving us some good shots. He's so cute. Okay. Okay. So we've died again. We have to go back. I'm trying to think what branch we haven't taken. Oh, we have to go back to change. Okay. Yeah, that's a branch we haven't taken.
Wait. No.
There are many more charms in the world, just FYI. Oh, okay, I have to do more heckin' around. Okay, I can do heckin'.
This isn't the end.
No.
I know there's still much more.
Okay.
Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Okay, because we only have one option there. We only have one option there. We've done both of those options. This is the only option that I currently have, unless I go back to wander around the world. Okay. So we're going right back to our first chapter. The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged towards him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light. This is a story about struggle. All right, we're gonna get away.
About struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby.
Thank you, Toot. So this is not an end.
He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask.
Oh no.
With a muffled yelp, the hand let go.
Oh good.
Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home.
Oh,
Chapter
we made it
3.
home.
Everything's fine.
Is everything fine? Is it fine? Is everything fine?
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table.
I don't think everything's fine.
Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today to Mr. Nuncreed. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Okay. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Okay, so we're not going to Mr. Nuncreed. We are delivering secret messages to her cohorts. Deliver jam to Mrs. Fratelli. Cool. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Okay. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now while the day is still young. Oh, okay, just shoot. Gotcha. Oh, heck. It's secret time. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. Oh, so maybe this is her having the conversation with Eris Valentine that they didn't have time to do. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Okay. Big basket of jam. Okay. Rollo, you're alive. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rollo, I gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Ooh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is you speak of. Sigh. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Hey, Mom. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. We are, I don't know if you caught the first couple episodes of Beacon Pines that came up on the channel, but we are continuing the story of Luca Van Horn. Right now we have to deliver some jam into town. Jam that is chock full of secret messages, I'm sure. We just have to remember to give the ones on top to the secret message people. Jam that is spooky. It could be spooky jam. We don't know. Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There's a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. The evil festival preparations? You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. I think the beetles are going to be very important to the story. Because the beetles disappeared because it got too cold, and then it was really cold where we had the green ooze. Just watch where you step, okay? I got my big basket of jam. You can tell those jerks, doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up, I ain't moving. Okay. Nice to talk to you. At least the Pete's aren't here. Okay, so I've got to go to the bag and something. The bag and wag and the diner. Is this the I don't know what any of these buildings are. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune. Had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about the silly festival. Well, yes. That is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Alright, off she goes. Okay, so this is a coffee shop. I don't think that's the diner. I think I'm going over here. The fireworks stand. Ah, Last Chance Diner. That could possibly be the diner. Hello. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is. It's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out here in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. This whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? Ooh, we got a new charm. Great. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do. Okay. I wonder what happens if we deliver the jam in the wrong order. Like if we gave the secret message jam to Mr. Nunfried. I'd have to try that.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Memory break. Aww. Look, we're so tiny. Is our mom? I'm ready to help, Mama. All right, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Mrs. Fratelli is away. Gotta deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. You think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Oh, okay. Okay, so Mr. Tolliver is a squirrel. I thought he was a cat. Moon, welcome in. Glad you got home safe from work. We are once again in Beacon Pines, just going through a memory we have of our mom helping out in the diner. So we're just taking a few orders here. We've already died a couple of times this stream. Um, this is a scary game. It's a scary game. It's so cute and cozy, but it's a scary game. And we do have Penny up on the critter cam. I don't know. I don't know if anyone clipped. He was being super cute earlier. I took a hydration break and he came out and took a drink. It was adorable. All right. What am I doing? Hiya, Roxy. Luca? I'm helping. Wow. Hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. What can I get you? I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up. Okay, now I have to run over here. Ooh, okay. I love these little like mini games. Okay. With bacon. We need bacon. Indulgent. Nice. Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Cute. Nice. Alright, let's go see what Mayor Valentine wants. Aren't you a little young to be waiting on tables? I'm just helping out. My father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails, pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? Oh no. Turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. Poor Gus. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh. The silver lining is, without him, I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Yeah, that's an ouch right there. And that's his sister sitting in the booth right over, so his sister doesn't even want to have lunch with him. Alright, so it was a nice pile of cold cuts with chili on top. Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it a hot and cold. That's perfect, thank you. Alright, one more. Who is this? Who are you? Gadzooks, they've shrunk the wait staff. You didn't know we were playing Played Up? Yes. Yes. Last stream we played the fishing game. And this stream we're playing Played Up.
Jeff slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
Have we met Jeff yet? How's your pops doing? He's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Oh, Jeff is the fisher guy. Yeah, okay, we have met Jeff. Tell him that fishing rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah, top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? The heart wants what it wants. Okay, we have those things. Yeah, sweet burger. I mean, occasionally One of our options is a pile of candy. So, nope. And cactus. Um, I have had. They used to have at the zoo, um, a burger that had a grilled pineapple on it. That was actually really good. Because it was a little bit sweet, but it was a little bit tart as well. So it was a good balance of flavors. But like a straight up candy burger, no. Here's your order. I call it the sweet and stabby. Ah, now there's a burger with bite. I would probably eat something called the sweet and stabby. Your favorite burger in college had pineapple on it, but it was so good. Past that, yeah. No. Like even like a sweet chili sauce might be good too. But you need a balance. Like it can't just be sweet. You need like sweet and savory or sweet and spicy or sweet and something else. All right, let's talk to mom. Looks like we're missing a few. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I must be able to go back into that memory with more ingredients. Cool. Oh, look, here's Gus again. I wonder if he's still waiting for his dad. Yes, that was a flashback. We were a baby, and we were helping our mom out at the diner. Yes, Luca's mom disappeared. She didn't pass away like his dad did, but she disappeared a year ago. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. You don't say, Gus. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. Aw, poor Gus. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. I do feel bad for Gus. He was kind of thrust into a role which he is entirely unsuited for. Alright. So yes, so we were given jam by our grandmother. And she got us we're delivering it to people in town. But we're not just delivering it to people in town. I'm pretty sure she's co-conspirators with some people in town. So we are delivering to her co-conspirators and also Mr. Nuncreed, who is evil. Yes, Mr. Nuncreed is in fact evil. He's the guy in the hazmat suit.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh dear. Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Oh yeah, those are some big watermelons he has. Yeah, Gran has some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Yes. The jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post haste. The jam from Gran's jam, the jam specifically for Gran. Yeah, he's not subtle. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Okay, cool. So happy with that. Okay, let's talk to people. How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert. You want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Okay. Oh, can we go into the museum? We can. I just squirreled myself. Sharper Valentine, celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow.
So this is Gus's dad.
In words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeline.
He does.
Town
He really
yearning
does.
for purpose. But then tragedy struck. A scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Reverence Fund.
All right, then. Thank you for that. Okay. That was unhelpful. Oh, I didn't even get a charm from that. Ooh. So yeah, the foul harvest. So it took away Sharper Valentine. I think it also had to do with the death of our dad because they both happened 6 years ago. Alright, let's go see Mr. Nuncreed and hope he doesn't shove us in a phone booth that turns into a secret slide.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
That's too bad. Alright, this is Mr. Nuncreed. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
So, this is a recap. This is the night after a man in a hazmat suit found Luca creeping around the old warehouse, grabbed him, dragged him inside, and then Luca cracked a tile across his face to get away from him. And I'm fairly certain that the man in the hazmat suit is Mr. Nuncreed. I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops these off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case,
Nuncreed snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see your Gran. Alright, done, done, and done. Hello. Yeah, big Clint vibes. Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12. Perfect. Follow me. Oh, so this is how we meet Beck this time around. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well, time to run off to the strange girl that I just met. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you. Beck has 2 moms. This is the couple I was talking about who just moved into town. The little chipmunk who looks like Velma. I love the hand knits in this game. They're a total vibe. Like that sweater vest and high waisted skirt combo, and then the orange cabled sweater with the high turtleneck. A vibe. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this. His favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your noodle friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Alona. We're Beck's parents. Love to see it. You love to see it.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh, yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. Yes, Moon. Gaze, 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 gaze. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that, for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. Oh god, am I Nellie? You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. I'm not Nellie. Thank you for that. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. All right, then. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to that big mansion place. Okay. Okay, we've been there before. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one on the whole friend grift. Eh. Great. See you there. Alright, do we have a new mission? Meet Beck at the big creepy gate. I'm gonna go talk to her first. Hello? I can't talk to you. Can I talk to your baby? No. Okay. Alright, fine. We'll go to the big creepy gate. Oh, there's Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Yeah, I know, that's so cute. Like her moms are different species and she's a different species. It's so cute. Morning, Jeff. Look at his hat. Ah. Ooh, I can talk to the gator by the fountain. Thank you. Yeah, it's like intraspecies adoption. Alright, so let's talk to Jeff, who appears to be an otter with an excellent hat. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up. The festival. There's a festival tomorrow. Old Man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it. The difference between the old Valentine Company and the new Perennial Harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Okay, let's go talk to the gator by the fountain. I didn't even see the gator by the fountain. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Excuse me? Hello? Is the gator the narrator? Oh, I got stuck on something. I'm stuck. Okay. I can't remember if we've gone to the library in this timeline. I don't think so. Okay, so that's the creepy woods. We're not going to the creepy woods. There we go. Meet Beck at the big creepy gate. So, who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. I didn't say she'd be helpful, I just said you could talk to her. Thank you. And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? Maybe you could say that she's the narrator. Moon, I love that. I love that. Don't time out Moon, you'll accidentally ban her again. Toot's mod power is too strong. Yeah, that sounds like the one. So, just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier, back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use the same ominous tone. Eventually you're going to have to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up, but we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Off we go in our cute little jumper. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. Taking a hydrate break. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4.
Again.
Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation.
This is so cute.
As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them.
That's so cute.
She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. I think his dad was killed. I think his dad knew too much and he was killed. And Sharper Valentine tried to cover it up, but Sharper Valentine died instead. I feel like I'm becoming like a crazy conspiracy theorist with this game. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally, we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? I love Beck. Beck! I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
Don't cry, Luca. No, it's fine. So, Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow. I know, I'm not okay either. I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. That was the name on the toe tag of the body bag that was dumped in the dumpster on top of Luca. In the other timeline, not in this timeline. He never made it into the dumpster in this timeline. I'm getting so confused. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture. Is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow their loved one to... shutting down. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't...
Beck slammed her fist into the table. Perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca! How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon?
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
I know, look at them, they're so upsetty. Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually.
Beck is cool.
Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble or break. Alright, this is going to be the last choice of this stream. So, I'm gonna go for break. Well, because if a storm breaks, then it starts.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled
Oh,
summer
or just like
night.
literally break apart.
Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Okay, that's very pretty. Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rollo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've gotta tell me. Yeah, and eventually we'll go back and we'll do the other choice as well. Like, I really feel like I'm going to be exploring every possible choice in this game. I've got to go back and do the mini game now that I have more tokens and I have charms. And eventually I'll get more charms and I'll have more ingredients for the diner. If there's a juicy secret, you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. The storytelling does lead you to and through all charms choices. It's so good. Yeah, I really love the storytelling in this game.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spike gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Oh, heck. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Eris Valentine. And that's the man in the hazmat suit. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. Couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Yeah, this is high unit concern time. Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when all this inevitably fails, I will deny everything? I wouldn't expect anything less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Cares Hers face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady. That's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
It's gonna be Gran. Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect. Oh, I knew it was
tousled
Gran.
her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night. Chapter 5.
Okay, perfect time to end the stream. My God. Okay, so that happened. So do we think that Gran is trying to infiltrate the secret warehouse, that deep engineering? Is Nellie actually evil? I don't know. We'll have to find out next Wednesday when we pick up again with Beacon Pines. I did put on the schedule originally that we were going to play Beacon Pines on Friday as well, but I got some very exciting news that I was accepted into part of the Critter Cove playtest. It's apparently not a lot of content, just a little bit, and it's only for a couple of weeks. So we're going to be playing that on Friday instead of picking up with Beacon Pines. I'm really excited. I don't know too much about it. It's cozy scrapyard construction crafting animal sim type game. I'm very excited. So we're going to be playing that on Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Same as always. So let's see. So that's going to be Friday. Next week's schedule is going to be a little bit special. I'm going to be making some announcements in the Discord regarding our spooky October shenanigans. Because can you believe that it's almost October already? I can't. I really can't. It's September has just flown by. So, spooky October, we are going to be doing a lot of fun stuff. I've mentioned it in passing, but we got into another secret test. We are going to be playing some Harvest Island on the channel. I can officially release content on the 10th of October, so we're going to do that on the channel. We're going to be playing some Phasmophobia. We're going to be playing some Demonologist. We're going to be doing some spooky Beacon Pines stuff. It's going to be a good time. So definitely, if you haven't followed already, please drop us a follow so you'll get notified when I go live. And you can join in on all the spooky October shenanigans. And then Toot very kindly just put up all kinds of links for you to check out. There are the links to the YouTube channel, the VODs channel. If you don't follow those already over on YouTube, please go and drop them a subscribe. I am trying to post new content to them as regularly as I can. I've been struggling with my health, so it's been a bit of a slog, but we're getting there. Um, we also drop some links to ways that you can support us, either through coffee or through Etsy. But as always, the best way that you can support the channel is just by hanging out with us. Just come watch, hang out, chill, enjoy. And yeah, thank you. Thanks all of our new friends for coming and joining us. Thanks all of our returning friends for coming and joining us today. I had so much fun playing Beacon Pines and seeing where the story's going to go. I hope you're as excited as I am to keep playing this and just kind of like see where it goes. Which exploring the different branches, it's such clever storytelling. I really really love it. Um, so we do have to get back into this. If we don't finish it next week, which I have no idea how far along in the story we are. I know that there are 6 chapters in the story, but considering that we keep jumping back to chapter 2 or chapter 3, I don't know. Oh, we've barely scratched the surface. Okay, so we're definitely not going to finish it next week. So probably we'll pick it up again in November and keep playing through it because I really want to finish this one. It's so good. So that's my spiel. If you haven't already joined the Discord, that's probably the best way to keep up with what's going on in the community. You can follow, you can join the Discord, you'll get the schedules, you'll get all the announcements first thing. In the meantime, we are going to raid out. I'm going to drop a raid. If you're in the stream on Monday, we had someone drop by, and we're going to go raid their wife. Queen Bee Crafty is doing some makers and crafting. They just got started, so I'm not sure exactly what they're working on. But they just got started. We're going to hang out with them a little bit, do some crafting, and yes. So I will see you all on Friday. I'll see you all in the Discord. Of course, I will see you all in my heart. We're gonna raid out. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely rest of your week, and we'll see you on Friday. All right. Bye bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.